Hey guys, Sam here from Ecommerce.com. In this video, I really want to show you something so important about building a brand store or any e-commerce store for that matter. In this video, I'm going to go through these big four systems, these big four parts of a successful store. And hopefully this video is going to absolutely blow your mind and it's going to totally change the way you approach your store and scaling it up and being profitable. So let me first illustrate what most people do and why this is the bad approach. Most people start like this. They build their e-commerce store. Let's just imagine that this is a terrible e-commerce store with like a menu bar, nav bar, and then all the products there. And what they do is they then start sending traffic to this store. So this is the basic approach. You build a store, you find your products, you design your store, you build it on Shopify, and then you start throwing traffic at it. You throw some Facebook ads, maybe some Google and Google Shopping. It's a really, really basic store, basic idea, and you might convert your traffic at 2 to 3% if you're lucky. So let's just be optimistic and say 3%. So what a lot of people do, this is how they start their store. And maybe you're in this stage right now. You start sending this traffic, you're running Google ads, for example, or Facebook ads, you send it to this store and you're trying to convert this traffic. The problem with just doing this by itself is that you need to be profitable on this traffic and that's it. So say if someone buys something from you and they buy a $20 product, well, your profit margin is say 30%. So if your profit margin is 30%, then you're probably making about $6 or $7, say, let's be generous, $7 in profit. So that means that every customer that you acquire from your traffic, you can pay at most $7 and that's it. And even if you spend $7 to acquire that traffic, you're breaking even, you're not making any profits. You're just churning through all these customers. And especially if you don't have good products and you don't have a good buying experience, then you're going to get some problems. You're going to get people with asking for a refund, getting chargebacks, and all these problems. So even this $7, that's even too optimistic. And really, the max you can pay is maybe $4 or $5. Now, this is where I see a lot of stores and a lot of people that are doing courses, dropshipping courses, and they learn this strategy and they're obsessed with their traffic. And I teach a lot of videos on my channel about Google Shopping, Google Ads, about traffic generation, because it is a big problem that a lot of people have. But really, there's so much you can do so easily to make your life so much easier and to grow your e-commerce store much, much better. And here it is. So first, you've got this traffic coming in. It's going into your store. The first thing you need to do is start improving what's called your average order value. So when they go to your checkout page, and then you have that one product, $20 that they're buying, well, do you have upsells? Do you have other products that they can add in that add more value to their experience? And there are a bunch of apps you can use, but even just having more products that are not substitutes necessarily, but products that add on to that experience, that maybe some sort of a cleaning product or some sort of product that depends on your product, of course, but some product that adds to that experience. And it does depend on your niche and what you're already selling. And what you want to do here is improve the average order value. Average order value is the amount of money that someone spends on average when they go to your store. And if you don't have anything in place to improve the average order value, any optimizations on your website, then you're still going to get $20 and your profit margin, your profit amount is going to be $7 per order. Well, if you can say get this up to $30, so you're increasing that by 50%, well, suddenly with that profit margin, you only have a profit of $10 if you're 30%. About $10 in profit. So suddenly you've got a bit more room and you're still paying the same amount over here for your traffic. So that's the beauty there, is that as long, largely your conversion rate is going to stay the same. You're going to increase your average order value and you're going to pay the same amount per customer, but now suddenly you're making an extra $3. Now, most of the stores I work with, they don't have products that are just $20 or $30. Their average order value is usually above $60, $70, $80, often even between $100 to $200. And often they do that. Some of them do have smaller products, but here's the other thing, guys. The next thing you want to worry about, you have your average order value, you have your conversion rate, and you have your traffic. The fourth big thing you want to worry about, it's called the customer lifetime value. What this means is, and let me just draw like a infinite sign. So basically, the idea here is that someone comes to you, pay for them, they go to your website, they convert at 3% or whatever it is. You increase their average order value to $30. You then want to have systems in place, marketing in place to get them to come back and purchase again. Because if this person buys 2 more times at $30, their customer lifetime value, the value that they generate for your store over their whole lifetime, is $90. So say if you still spent $7 over here for that traffic, instead of just breaking even first, barely breaking even, you then get $3 in profit. But now at that 30% profit margin, say I'm doing estimate, $30 in profit here, minus your $7 acquisition cost, you're now making $23 in profit over the lifetime of this customer. And maybe that takes 3 months to get those extra 2 orders. Maybe it takes 6 months, maybe 12 months. And that's going to affect your cash flow. But what you can do is implement strategies, marketing campaigns, especially email marketing, to get people to come back and purchase again. And this is absolutely huge, guys, because once you change that mindset away from just thinking about over here, which so many people do, and they just get so stressed because they can't make their ads profitable, or you can see how easy, as long as, it's easier said than done, but once you apply strategies to increase the average order value and increase the customer lifetime value, suddenly you're now making $23 per customer over here, and your competition, there's a good chance they're all struggling just like you are. Well, suddenly you can pay $30 to acquire each customer, and you can outbid them. You can just dominate the market and implement strategies that are much cost more to implement, but still acquire customers, and just throw your brand all over the web because you know it's going to be profitable. Because you know that you have these strategies in place, and you can see as you over time with your customers that they come back and purchase again and again. And this is the beauty of building a brand store. You can't just pick something off AliExpress and it's really hard to do that with a brand store and do it this way, because you need to really have USPs. You need to have unique selling propositions for your store, build a brand, sell quality products, get reviews for those products to build social proof, and then get these people to buy more and come back later to purchase again and again. A lot of people do that through subscription products. You can do it through creating a community like a Facebook group. You basically want to create this affiliation with your brand where people want to come back because you have such a great experience, maybe a good unboxing experience. Shipping is fantastic and fast. The product works great. It doesn't break. And even if it did, you have a great refunds and returns policy. This stuff all plays together to create this brand store that's you can see generates so much more. And this is on such a small amount of revenue, like $20 per product to start with. If you're starting off much higher, like $60 to $100, and you increase the average order value and increase the customer lifetime value, you can see that it's like on steroids. It's going to just have such a bigger impact, all these adjustments. And so when you're looking at your store, and you should have Google Analytics installed, and you should be watching all your metrics, watching your average order value, your customer lifetime value, your conversion rate, your return on ad spend, all these metrics. And I've got videos on these. I've got a video on how to calculate your average order value, how to calculate your customer lifetime value. I've got videos on these, guys. And I also provide tips on improving these and increasing those values, because that's beneficial. Once you have your eyes on these metrics, you can track how you improve these. And suddenly traffic is no longer the one thing between you and being successful, but it's just one part of it. And you can imagine how beneficial this is in the current age where Facebook is so volatile. There's more people going into Google Ads and Google Shopping. There's more competition. Suddenly, this is what you need to do to set up your store for success in the long run. And this is what I've seen time and time again with the stores that I'm working with, my team that we're working with, because we can see inside their Shopify dashboard. We get access to all their analytics, all their Google Ads. So we see what's working. We see that and we go, okay, these stores are all doing 6, 7, 8 figures. Why? Oh, because 30% of their revenue comes from email marketing. And these are return customers, or people sign up for their, a coupon code, and they just keep selling to these people and getting them to come back and purchase again and again. Oh, they've got upsells. They're improving their average order value. They're testing out the pricing on their products to increase that profitability per order. And that's leading to them being able to spend all that money back on their ads. And so they say to us, hey, oh, yep, our break-even ROAS is now, is this now. Or, our maximum cost per acquisition is now this. Because they've been looking at the metrics and knowing exactly how much revenue and profit each new customer brings them on average over the next 6 to 12 months. And that is so powerful, guys. And you can see you're coming up against these sort of stores. It's impossible to compete. You're playing in a different game. They're just going to go shoot off ahead of you, and you're going to be still there stuck testing different creatives and just focusing on your ads. When it is important to improve your ads, and I teach that a lot in my channel. But guys, it just makes it so much easier when you've got all this stuff sorted, because that new conversion, that new customer, that just pays off so much more in the long run. Anyway, guys, that's it for this video. I hope that helped. If that was helpful, let me know in the comments below. I really appreciate it, and please give it a thumbs up and check out my other videos. I'll put some links in the description to some other videos that are really helpful, like about your average order value, your customer lifetime value. Watch those, improve these metrics. So important for your store, guys. I want to see you guys succeed. I want to see you guys scale up and get the freedom that you get from financial freedom. I think that'd be amazing for many more people to have. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.